I don't like any of this. I really want to know what's happening. Like, who's shooting our presidential candidates? Who's shooting our conservative pundits, and exactly why, right? I do believe that it was the shooter, Tyler Robinson, who killed Charlie Kirk. But there's too many questions unanswered there, too. Like, what about the trans-Tifa connection in that case? What about all those trans accounts who were like, something big is going to be happening on September 10th? And then when Charlie was killed, retweeting their old warnings saying, I told you. And there were multiple of them predicting this would happen, some of whom appear to have had some link to Tyler Robinson's boyfriend, the trans furry. Where's that update? You know, like, no one's been charged. So if we're not going to be charging them, by this point, you'd be able to.
If I could just interject quickly, sorry, because I think that's the key point. At least in that case, the FBI has the excuse, which is actually a plausible and valid one. Look, there's an ongoing criminal trial. There's an ongoing criminal investigation. We can't just be disclosing the results of our investigations to the public because that might jeopardize the case that we have against him or other people whom we're investigating. I think most people understand that in general. In a case of this magnitude, I still think we should have more answers, but at least they have that excuse there. They don't have that excuse in the case of Thomas Crooks. They themselves say there's no ongoing investigation. They know that he acted alone. That's what's so bizarre. Like, I agree with you. There's a lot of unanswered questions in the case of Tyler Robinson, even if you believe, as I think I do, that he was probably the person, at least one of the people involved in the shooting, maybe the only one. There's a lot of unanswered questions. At least they have that excuse. What's their excuse here?
Well, here's what I can say. If the FBI is not giving us the full scoop on the Thomas Crooks case, and for that matter on the Charlie Kirk case, it's not Kash Patel's decision. There's no way this is Kash's doing. That would have to come on high. That would have to come from somebody higher.
There's only two people higher. Pam Bondi and Donald Trump himself.
And Donald Trump. And I don't know, it could be a cross-agency thing too. Maybe there's something the CIA knows, you know, and there's been something, some sort of plea. But I don't believe for one second that Kash Patel knows all and he's just decided not to tell us because he doesn't think we're smart enough or sophisticated enough to handle the info. I believe if he's not telling us the truth, it's on orders from somebody who actually does control what he says. I mean, and as you point out, there is a short list. And I also believe Pam Bondi wouldn't make that call, right? Like, this would have to come from Trump, would it not? Like, it would have to.